Okay, so I think I got a few minutes before my wife and kids get home. I'm getting ready for the trip, and my name is Dan with Geminis Rival, by the way, and we're documenting this on YouTube because we've decided to re-record all of our old songs and put them on Spotify and YouTube and see if people like them. For those of you who don't know, Nick and I met a long time ago. That would have been in high school, about 1995 or 1996. So it was a long time ago. And the whole world was very different back then. And, we didn't have much in the way of computers and gadgets, so people had a lot more free time, and the guys with the guitars usually got all the girls. So I think that was motivation for both of us back then. And I met him in the hall at high school after school, like walking by. He was just playing guitar in the hall, like sitting down on the ground. And I was walking by, I was like, "Hey, you play guitar?" And he was like, "Yeah, what the fuck, leave me alone." And I was like unfazed, and I was like, "Cool, I'm gonna start a band. Do you want to play?" And he's like, "Yeah, sounds good." And that's how Gemini's Rival was born. Actually, we made a band. We were called Din Addiction, and we had a bassist, Jim Von Ray, if you're out there, what's up? And a couple of drummers. We had Robbie DeAngelis was our first drummer, and then John Rickinger, and then Tim Ventrella, Nick's brother. So that's what we did. We played at like the snow show. It was like the school talent show. And county fair, we actually won the Battle of the Bands at the county fair, which was pretty cool. And a bunch of other places we would just play out, and we would practice all the time. And it's funny, like I'm older now, it's like, how the heck did we have time for all that, So, in parties, some of the parties were really fun. But anyways, I digress. I think one of the reasons that we decided to undertake this is because back in the day, we just had a 4-track tape recording machine, and you would, press play. You could do treble and mid and bass for your EQ, and that was it. And you press play and just go. And if it sounded good, it was good. And a lot of it wasn't good. Some of it was bad. And, we did a lot of that. A couple of years ago, he gave me like the old tapes, or actually he made them digital, and he sent me the old recordings. And it's so cool for me to go back and listen to those, because we're just fooling around and we're adding all these funny little things back then, and, being silly, stupid, teenage boys. And, some of the stuff we did was just, silly, stupid recordings. Some of the stuff probably wouldn't be considered very acceptable anymore, or PC, because the world's changed. But, don't hold that against me. I was 16. That was a long time ago. I don't want to hear anything about that. Okay. And, and, some of it was good, I think, so I think people will enjoy it. So, I would say how we got started on this is, I called Nick like on New Year's, I think, this year. And I was like, how's it going? Happy New Year. And, what are your goals this year, you know, and he still plays music out a lot, and he was like, I want to record these songs and get them on Spotify, like all of his stuff. And he's like, do you want to do like our old Geminis Rival stuff? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. That sounds awesome. It's amazing how different everything is now. Anybody can write, and, you know, record with a home equipment, and it's much better quality than the kind of stuff that we had back then. I mean, we did record professionally with Kevin Arndt in Waukesha. He was like had a local home recording studio, but he did really good, and a lot of musicians went to him and to record, and he had all the, you know, nice microphones and the whole setup. And so we did that with him twice. So we do have some of those recordings also, which are a little better quality. But I mean, nowadays too, it's even better than that. Like, because you can EQ every little thing in the track, and I mean, you can do fake drum tracks that sound absolutely real, and the compressor, you know, it's actually amazing to me what you can do with music, the quality of the music now. So I said, yeah, let's do it, and you know, get it out there, and you know, see if people like it. So he's flying into Charlotte now, or tomorrow. I'm gonna drive over there and pick him up. We're gonna get an Airbnb and just record for like 3 days straight. So that should be fun and exciting, and it's always fun when we get together. So that's pretty much it. That's where we're at now, and stay tuned.